So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm having an in-depth discussion with my homie about like how crooked some of these Persona 5 villains are, because not every Persona 5 villain is created equal. There are some seriously twisted and sick individuals, and then there are just normal people. Like, everybody remembers Kamoshida, not only because he's the first palace villain, but because he's evil on a cartoonish level. Like, everything about his character is foul. Plus, he's 8 feet tall and towers over all the students. Like, look how tall he is in relation to this volleyball net, or how he looks compared to Joker. Like, Joker's about 5'10", always gotta add an inch, and you can see how everyone stands compared to him on this height chart. Now notice how Kamoshida is nowhere to be found. Like, I don't know what it is with Atlas and the inconsistency with this guy's height. See, in the palace, it looks like he's a normal sized dude. Look at him stand next to An, literally you wouldn't bat an eye. But look at him in real life. He's literally like 3 heads above you. This shit makes no sense. Why is he so tall? But like I was saying, there are the absolute maniacal scum of the earth humans like Kamoshida, and then there are the little baby petty thieves like Kanashiro, who I forgot even existed. Like, despite having played this game 5 times, I do not remember this guy. I had to look him up to even remember what he looked like. There was only Asians, no blacks, no browns, no whites. Before you say, but 2 characters,
there are black people in this game.
And thinking about it now, all the most crooked people are at the beginning of the game. Like, as the game goes on, the villains become higher profile, they become more famous, more people care, but at the same time becomes less impactful. Like, let's be real, Shido was underwhelming as a final boss. The whole Shido plot just seems kind of forced. Like, it's not natural at all. Shido's scumbag moments are him suing you, so tragic, I know, and him budging in line at an elevator. All these other bad deeds just come in an exposition drop, so you don't even get to see him engaging in villainous behavior. I don't know, maybe my bar for what can be considered villainous is just too high, because he definitely did bad things, but I just feel like he wasn't as bad as it could have been, considering he was the final boss. He might be the one ordering the hits, but at least he's not the one actually doing the killing. Like, look at these police officers drugging and beating you. That's actually crazy.
Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Then we have Okumura. Now, Okumura's not an innocent man by any metric, but they really did him dirty. Like, he runs a business, right? A pretty big one at that. Now, there are managers, supervisors, branch managers, an HR team, countless officials, so many employees involved. So to pin all the corruption on him is crazy. The workers are being slaved away and treated unfairly. That's a problem. And part of the reason that they're being treated this way is a result of how the business is run. But there are hundreds, maybe even thousands of officials who are not only allowing this behavior, but failing to report it and even enforcing it. He wants production up and pushes that through the chain of workers. He expects a certain level of productivity, and it may be unreasonable. But at the end of the day, he's not the one in the factories abusing the workers. Like, he's supposed to take responsibility as a business owner. So like, Okumura is still evil, but less so. Like, they really blew it out of proportion, I'm not gonna lie. And I know he was covering it up, but all it takes is one credible source to bring the whole operation down. But no one did anything. And it went under the radar because the entire company's corrupt, not just him. Then there's Kanashiro. Like, Kanashiro, I really have nothing to say about Kanashiro. He's literally just your local scammer. And if you get scammed by Kanashiro, you're a fool. Then there's Akechi. And I don't give a damn about his dark past or how he chooses to justify what he does, but like, this guy is literally a serial murderer, using resources from law enforcement to claim more victims. If he wanted to kill his dad, just kill the dad. You ain't gotta bring everyone else down with him. And everyone always defends him, using his past as justification, but let's be real. If Akechi was a real life human being in the real life world, they would not hesitate to throw this nigga in jail. I will never understand the undying support people have for Akechi. Like, he doesn't even have the best design. But you know who does. I don't even need to say his name. Now, that only leaves 2 more human villains. I'm not talking about those other creatures. There's Kamoshida, and like, Kamoshida, this man deserves life without parole. Like, he is physically, emotionally, and verbally abusive, harassing and assaulting his students, as well as molesting his students. Like, he is the ultimate scumbag, the embodiment of everyone you do not want to be. And it's crazy how they just let him get away with all his crimes because he won an Olympic gold medal. Like, there's no way. According to Mishima, everyone knew and let him continue these heinous acts. But that just can't be the case. Like, I refuse to believe these parents are letting their kids be subject to this treatment just for a shot at the regional finals for high school sports. This ain't even college. Ain't no way. Now, although Kamoshida was doing all these crimes, he wasn't dedicating decades to scamming and unsavory behavior like Madarame was. Madarame is a different man. He saw Yusuke's mom's art, validated her talent, he made her dependent on him, plagiarizing her art, stealing her ideas, and then she died. He let her die thinking he had only her best interest in mind, which allowed him to claim her most famous piece for himself, getting all the accolades and money and benefits. But it doesn't end there. After years of stealing from her, he goes and steals from her son. He raises her son. For 16, 17, however old Yusuke is, years of dependency, years of falsehoods, years of building him up, gaslighting him, indoctrinating him, taking away his individuality, and profiting off of the talent that Yusuke inherited from his mother. Madarame literally bled this family dry. That is commitment to the scam. What he did to Yusuke and his mom is unforgivable. This man made a living sucking the soul out of their family. So who's the most evil? Kind of hard to choose. Like Kamoshida is but at the same time, Madarame is also like, man, the level of maliciousness it takes to go through for decade almost what Madarame was doing, I can't decide which one is worse, really. Depending on when you ask me, I might say either Madarame or Kamoshida. Those two are just different, man. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video so I can share my opinions with others, and subscribe to see more. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.